everyone, we're the Bearded Bastards of the Villains Man, continuing, I should say, finishing up session 27 of our D&D 5th edition game, The Ancient War Reborn. I'm your DM, JVD.
Hello, I am Evan the Graven Villains Man. I am playing Luta Silverstring, the Elven Bard Paladin of Bahamut, Harper Agent, part of Greenfield Company, and that's a lot to say, so go ahead.
Hey, I'm the Bearded Wonder with the Villains the Man, and I'm playing Vesperr, the Moon Elf Rogue, and we'll see how this goes.
I am Smiley as the Villains Man playing Orrid Whitehammer, and this is episode of Vesperr.
You can give me the recap word.
Orrid journeyed to Dwarvenholm. Contacted him. Spoke to King Brunner, whom he became a big fan of. The Brunner's generosity actually brought him to tears. He spent 4 days on a forge, working on God knows what. And when he was done, he spoke to Brunner one last time about Megara. And Brunner told him that he may take Megara, but if Zalto does not return it, he will personally come up to Ironslag and kill the son of a bitch.
He legit said that, too.
Yeah,
The word said that he would have to beat him there.
Alright, so, Vesperr. These two they've left with this mysterious elven woman in silver. And you're left there with your mother, Vashti. What are you doing?
Well, I guess I need to talk to Leosin and see how, if my mother can stay here for a while.
Well, here's the thing. Leosin's at the council. Because you guys think you just left the council.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I need to talk to one of the Harpers that are here.
They're going to watch her.
Okay.
Just like they did while you were gone.
Okay. Then I guess that evening,
Mm-hmm.
my mother will go for dinner.
Okay.
And while we're there, I'll tell her that I have to leave for a bit.
And she asked you where? And I'm pretty sure she can see the look in your eye.
To talk to a potential ally.
She said, why do I have a feeling I do not like where this is going?
Because if I told you, you wouldn't.
You're
And,
Orrid over your shoulder. Now do I.
She kind of hangs her head, and then you see a tear just kind of roll down. She said, I understand. Like I told you, if you were to die, at least I know you're trying to do what's right.
Yeah.
She tells you, I've probably never meant this as much as I do right now, but I love you.
Love you too.
Can you leave?
Yeah.
Are you going to talk to who you asked about a while ago? Or you're not going to try to do that? You're just going to skip it and go?
If I can find them, yeah.
You'd have to get word to him. It'd take some time. But I'm not stopping you from it, if that's what you want to do. I feel it's more fun to go the opposite route, but it's up to you, whatever you want to do.
I don't know where he is, so I'll just go.
You're just going to go?
I'll just go.
Alright. So, for days now, ever since Pardast in the Battle of Skyridge Castle, just once a day, you'll get words. I can bring her back. I can give you the power you want. Just come see me. And that day, as you're talking to your mom, you hear in your head, meet me, and I will send them. And you've agreed.
Yep.
And so you head out of Northgate. this evening. Town is busy, no one pays you no attention as you leave. And you walk for miles and miles and miles. Roll me a perception.
Um, 23.
With your keen elven eyes, as you quietly pass with the cloak over your head, you'll pass a wagon heading to Waterdeep. You look off just slightly to the northeast, and you see it. The airship of cloth.
Cheeky motherfucker.
You see it land in some woods. You head that way.
I'll head that way.
Then a couple minutes you meet her, and as soon as you reach it, Delsephane's there, and she throws the ladder over the side. She says, "Come, Vesperr. Cloth has been waiting."
I'll climb it.
And as soon as you go up to the top, she's there with her hand.
I'll take it.
She says, "You're doing the right thing."
No, you're not.
I hope so.
She's like, "I promise you, Cloth will take care of you." So you're on the airship. Within 2 days, you reach the Coffin Vale. You travel through all the ice and the snow when you start to head into the mountains of the north. You come across the land. It's the best way to describe it. It's like the Savage Land Marvel at the Antarctica. It's all snow and ice. And you come to this giant cavern, and it's all trees and bushes. It's full of life. And you come to a place like this below you. And it's cold, but as the airship starts to descend, you can feel the warm weather. It's very unnatural. As the ship starts to descend just below some of the tree lines. And she said, "All you see before you belongs to Cloth. All who dare set foot on his territory without his permission are doomed."
I'm not sending that in with losses.
I want to ask her, how should I approach him? I want to do it with the utmost respect.
She said that would be wise.
So how do I?
She says, "In time, we will take you there."
Okay.
So you pass over the Cloth Valley, and as you're kind of looking around and whatnot, this place, like I said, in the middle of the cold, icy mountains, it's just warm, naturally warm. Start shedding off your winter cloak and whatnot. It's almost like you were in Greenest when all this started. It was warm. And you get to looking below, and you see all types of herd animals, sheep, cattle, horses, and they all roam free here. It almost looks like a paradise. And you see no inch of land touched by any type of humanoid race. No buildings, no castles, no bridges, no forts, not even the smallest of hamlets. You see nothing but untamed, perfectly preserved wilderness. Far ahead of you, you see the cavern, where the cavern walls rise up into the icy mountains. Eventually, you come to a cave. This cave is huge. You could fit a barn in the opening of this cave. To the side stands a massive boulder. And the airship lowers just enough where you only have to jump just a few feet away to land from this cavern. She says, "Go. Cloth commands it."
I'll nod and I'll go.
So you walk in there, and as soon as your foot touches a rock for this cave, roll me a wisdom save.
7.
Nowhere near enough. Fear like you have never believed runs through your body. And it's greater than the fear you felt when you faced the dragon, Skyreach Castle. You've never known fear like this. Not even when you were enslaved by the Zentarum. Not when you feared for your life, when you feared for your mothers, nor your brothers. This type of fear you felt when the 3 dragons descended upon the caravan. But unlike this fear which you fought, you can't fight this fear. It has a cold grip on you. You enter.
Work myself too.
You take one step forward and you're terrified. And you hear this low growl echo through the darkness of this massive cave entrance. And then you hear the voice, "Come to me."
I'll go.
Did you bring Orvustia's body?
No.
Oh yeah, a piece of her.
Yeah.
I got some. I got a piece of her hair, but I mean, it's some hair, but that's all I got. Okay.
You'll be fine. So, you head inside. Reeks of brimstone. Reeks of death. And like I said, you're extremely scared. Nothing likes this cavern, but you have dark vision. And every now and then you see the charred skeleton of an elf, of a human. You'll see blackened weapons laying just randomly here and there. And you know if you were to face this thing by yourself, you stand no chance. You keep going?
Yeah, keep going. I'm here now.
No, there's no turning back. So you walk what seems like it's forever. In your dark vision, you start to pick up where this cave tunnel is in this massive cavern. And a geyser of flame bursts from somewhere back into it and lights up the whole place. And you hear the roar of a powerful dragon. Your fear grows worse. You having second thoughts now?
No. Just made her mind up.
No, I'm assuming all you think about is her.
Yeah.
This is all for her.
Yep.
You go forward, and this is just full of rocky bridges and whatnot. They just cross chasms that's so deep you can't see the bottom. And you think, as you walk through, you can hear the screams of people in here, but you're not very sure. And just every couple of steps, you'll hear this growl of this dragon. And you become paranoid, more paranoid than when you think the Zentarum's around. And you're looking around, and then this growl just bounces all over the cave walls around you. Roll me a wisdom save.
You cannot piss yourself.
Trouble one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that inspiration.
I got inspiration.
Are you going to use it?
I don't know if I should. Yeah, probably.
What else are you going to use it on?
Yeah. I'll use that. Not much better. It's a 4.
You try to move, and you're just paralyzed in terror as you hear this. And you can't tell if it's behind you, above you, somewhere below you, or somewhere to the far back of this massive cavern. And you stand there, and it seems like it's forever. And then finally, when you think these screams die, and the dragon doesn't growl, you compose yourself and you move forward.
With very damn purchase.
You continue to move, and this geyser of flame lights up the entire cavern again. Roll me perception. This is for sight.
That is a 19.
You can start to see the glints and the gleams of things that are shiny in the direction you're going. You can't make it out, but it's almost as if you would think this cavern is full of crystal, and the light from the fire is reflecting off of it. And you can start to feel the heat within this place. And before you know it, you're crossing over more bridges, walking around stalagmites and whatnot. One bridge you just have to look down, and all you see is a molten magma flowing underneath you. And it's just ungodly hot. You're starting to sweat profusely. And maybe you're starting to think, maybe this is not right. Maybe I should turn around. But then you think of her, and you keep telling yourself, this is all for her. And this is what you have to do, and you know it. You feel that you have no other option. You continue on, and then you hear him, "Do you fear me?"
Yes. I'll drop the knee.
You should. All should kneel before cloth. But you don't see him. He says, "Tell me, what have you heard of me?"
I've heard that you are very great, very powerful.
He snorts. That is it. Do you not know who you talk to? Do you not know whose home you are in?
I know you are the oldest dragon.
Just come. You get up and move.
Yeah.
You continue on forward. And you just continue walking, looking in this massive cavern. And every now and then this flame erupts and lights it up. And now you can tell this gleams, these glints of whatever shiny. It's gold, jewels. It's a treasure hoard unlike anything you have ever seen before. It is everywhere. It's piled higher than the biggest of castles. And all you can do is just see this for as far as you can see in this cavern. Massive amounts of treasure. And then you hear him, "Do you like what you see?"
Yes, it is very impressive.
Says it is nothing. I can offer you more than riches. I can offer you more than weaponry. I can offer you the power that you seek.
Yes, that's why I'm here.
Says, "Tell me, are you scared?" And you can feel hot breath behind you, and it blows your hair over your face.
Yes. One would be stupid not to be.
He said, "All would be stupid not to fear me." And you can feel the vibrations from his voice, and you know his head is directly behind you.
You done fucked up, bitch.
So what do you require of me?
A voice.
Oh my god.
Yes,
Eyes.
of course.
For someone to walk and let me see as they see. Someone to let me know the movements of this Lord's Alliance, of the Zentarium, the Order of the Gauntlet, the Harpers, and even the Cult of the Dragon. He says that if you defy me,
You'll kill me.
no, I will do much, much worse.
I believe it.
Death would be paradise to what I can do to you.
I do not doubt that.
Do you not understand what I offer? Do you
Yeah.
not understand the weight behind it?
Yes, I understand.
And what of your friends? What of this Greenfield company you've become part of? Will they accept you then?
That's a good fucking question. Will we accept you?
Do you know if you will be any use of them to them? Because then, if not, you are of no use to me.
Oh, shit.
You can slightly hear the laughter in his voice when he says this.
Yes, I think they will.
Everything's quiet. And then all of a sudden, a force overtakes you. And you look, and all you see is a scaled red head, and it knocks the breath out of you. And it picks you up and turns you, and you face Claw. You can do nothing but scream. He says, "Do you understand the power of Claw?" is what he yells at you.
Yes.
And you're screaming it at the top of your lungs. And then he casts you aside. You fall a good 20 feet. And you go to pick yourself up. He says, "Bury yourself before the power of a god."
I do.
Just you start stripping yourself down. And as you do, he walks by you and he just stares at you evilly. And he keeps going. You follow him?
Yeah.
So you keep going and you follow him. And then you come to what you can only think of as a red pool. And he looks at you. And he looks at it. He says, "Prepare yourself for pain unlike anything you have ever imagined."
Okay.
You say, "Okay." And as you do, he rears his head back and breathes flame that covers you. And is it excruciating? You can't help but fall to your knees as you burn alive.
It's like 55 D6, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's a lot.
You're just
And then when he's done, he looks at you. And you're laying flat on your stomach. And the pain is unbearable. You're doing all you can to get up. All you do is think of Orvustia, how this will help save your mom, how this will save Greenfield Company. Your body's shaking, it aches, it just hurts to move. And you push yourself up. He says, "Good. Let that fuel you. Go." And he nods towards this lake of red.
I'll go to it.
And it takes everything you have, and you're just wobbly. It's almost like it's like when you see a horse being born, it tries to walk, and it takes everything it's got, and it's wobbly and stumbling around. And you slowly step into this lake. And as you do, you realize that it's not water at all. It's thick, and it reeks of iron. And though you're charred to the bone, and you feel like you're passed out, you smell blood. And you realize that's what you're in. Keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
And you're gonna go how far?
Guess
completely covered, yeah.
And I mean, the blood rushes up, starts to fill your nose, and you just keep walking, and you kind of turn to look, and you walk backwards to face him, and as he does, he breathes again, and he burns this lake of blood, and it begins to rapidly boil. And the pain you felt before is tenfold now. And you scream, but all you can do is just swallow this thick, burning, boiling blood. And you want to scream, but you can't because your lungs are incinerated. You wish you could see something, but all your eyes are full of this boiling blood. You can feel your eyes melt. You feel as if this is the end. Then everything goes silent. You stop moving. And it seems as if you're there helplessly. But it's serene, almost like a dream. You feel weightless, like you're floating. And then, what seems like forever, you come to and you're thrashing. And it feels like you're drowning. And you do all you can to swim up. You want to survive. You do not want this. And you finally reach the top. And Cloth sits there waiting. And you come to swim ashore and you realize that nothing's changed. Your skin is still charred. And finally you get to where you can get your feet underneath you. You feel strength. And as you bring your shoulders out of the water, your charred skin flakes off. And you see your own skin below you. It's almost like you had never been burnt. This charred skin starts to fall off. Where your hair was burned, it falls out. And you see your beautiful hair back. Your skin's as white as what it was. It's the color of the moon. And you feel reborn. You feel new. You feel powerful.
Right on.
It tells you, how do you feel, elf?
Feel strong.
You should. You are one with me now. I will know everywhere you are. I will see everything you see. Now, speak her name.
Orvustia.
And when you say that, he tilts his head and he looks behind you.
No turn around.
And as you turn around, you can see her face up, start to come up from this blood.
Slipped in the water, resurrected and dipped in the while he was asleep.
I just start crying.
He says, go, take her, be with her. But remember, in the end, you belong to me.
Yes.
And you're crying, and then as soon as your hands touch her when you're crying, she coughs and she starts spitting up blood. And you start to rub the blood from her eyes, and she looks at you, and she's confused.
I feel like you're back.
And she kind of blinks her eyes, and you blink to kind of hold back the tears because you're happy. And then when you open them, there's a back facing you, and you're laying in your bed. And Orvustia rolls over. She's like, "Are you all right?"
Yeah.
She's like, "Good. Everything is going to be all right."